You're now tuned in to 91.3 FM.
91.3 FM.
WCUW.
WCUW.
This is Voiceless. Rip, rip. You already know. It's your boy Saint Mike, Mike J, Michael J. Thriller, Sprinkle Spiritual, Mike Talk a Lot. Rip, rip.
This your man keeps the 40K, Mr. Moscato, aka the greatest man walking the face of this earth.
Yes, sir.
Rip,
Yes,
rip.
sir,
I'm
Mom.
Trooper Joe and I'm here to help
They
keep it good.
competed against each other.
Wow.
Nate Peter Ghost, Rock Peter Next, Peter Kente, one for all.
Nice.
And this is 91.3 WCUW.
Voice of the voices. We talk
Mama's
about
daughter.
politics.
Nice.
Wow.
Rip, rip. Entertainment. You name it. We talk about it.
What you gonna talk about?
We gonna talk about it.
Mom.
Now talk about
Come and see this. Leave that. Chuck, come and see this competition. Mother and daughter. Yeah, huh? Wow.
which was your mother.
I know, it's hard to tell, huh? She looks good.
Your daughter won first. She was second.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very
She
nice.
got
Look at that, huh?
England in.
Wow. Good mother and daughter.
First day of summer tomorrow.
Yep, first day of summer. Enjoy those summer winds.
WCUW. This is 91.3 FM, WCUW Worcester. This is your boy Trumpet. I'm here to address any and all things when it's time to, and it's time to. I also got in the house the one and the only. If you would like to introduce yourself,
Good.
making his triumphant return to Voice of the Voiceless.
What it do? What it do, boy? I'm back in the city. You know what I'm saying? It's
What
your
it
boy, Snap, George. Alright, I'm done, man. I'm done.
Hi, I'm Trooper Joe. I'm here to keep it real for you. I don't know why, but I'll try to keep it. Hey, I'm going to give a shout out to Troy, who had a birthday yesterday. And I'm going to give a shout out to Keisha the Tulip, who had a birthday yesterday. So I want to shout those
Happy
two.
belated.
Happy belated birthdays, everybody. Happy belated birthday, Troy.
Hey, why y'all ain't invite me to the party, man?
There wasn't no party. You know what it was?
Yeah, party.
It was Juneteenth. That's what it was.
Juneteenth.
But before we get into that, Jordan, how are you and where have you been?
Man, I just came from court, you know what I'm saying? Literally. Yesterday
Just came from court?
Yeah, yesterday I was in court too, and then I got to go back to court tomorrow, so I'm just out in court. They got me a tour, you know what I'm saying?
The court's full up right now with all the news people up there.
I don't know what's going on. Ain't about me.
Oh, I know. It's for the baby. The baby that they found on Lake Ave. So
What
that's
you
a big
mean?
story. They found a baby in a
So
trash bag on Lake Ave.
Was
And-
the DCF involved?
No, they don't even know if the baby was alive when it was born. It was just baby remains were found in a bag. And the parents were walking on the tracks. It was behind someone's house where their train tracks are, and the parents were caught walking on the tracks. So they got arrested, and they are now facing charges related to the baby's remains.
I did see all the news vans. And
Yeah, all
everything,
up there.
You know, my mind be on DCF. You know what I mean? But yeah, dang. So dang.
But court, with everything you hear, so court seemed to have gone okay.
Oh yeah, I'm still here, still alive, still kicking, still free. You know what I'm saying? As
All
long
right.
as I can read, write, and oral read, I'll be free. I believe.
Okay.
So.
So Jordan's doing all right. Troop, how are you doing today?
Troops are always doing all right. It's a good day. This is a Tuesday. It's a good day.
Last day of spring.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to that.
Yeah, summer's tomorrow or something like that, isn't it?
I guess so. I just want consistency. I'm looking for consistency because all this rain in the woods. I like running in the woods, and it gets too muddy and nasty out there in the woods, and too many bugs after all the rain. So I need consistency. Hot.
Yes.
Nice and hot.
Yes.
Okay.
Also,
The bay is all over the place. I guess a couple people in the lower, well, one in Alaska and one someplace else.
oh, a
got
black
mauled.
bear.
Yeah, black bears usually don't maul people. They'll growl at you and stuff, you know. That they did to me anyway. They growled at me, but
They get hungry, they eat.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some poor old bear.
But also in the house is my daughter Sky, the one who has just, in the past 3 months, is it now, had 6 brain surgeries. She is I'm sorry, 8. I'm sorry. I started losing count. But she is here, and she is also in the house. Sky, why don't you get up and come say hi to the people, the good people of Worcester?
God wants to say hi.
Hello.
Really?
I was not prepared. Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm alright.
Everything good?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, not for me because I found out that you have a boyfriend.
Uh-oh.
Sky got
At least I told you.
Yep.
Troll.
Sky got a boyfriend.
Yep, she got a boyfriend already.
Red boys in trouble, man.
Yeah. So, Jordan, let me ask you a question, a quick question.
Let me give you an answer.
All right, about Juneteenth. You are aware and familiar with what Juneteenth is, correct?
Only thing I know about June is I got a daughter birthday, Tupac birthday, and that's about it.
Okay, well, Juneteenth is the celebration of the end of slavery. A couple years, some years after the Emancipation Proclamation, people in Texas were notified that slavery was no longer. So they had a big festival and a big party. And ever since then, yearly, across the country, we're trying to make it a holiday. But that day gets celebrated on June 17th. It was really June 19th. Yeah, it was really June 19th when the message came, but June 17th is the weekend. So, we got a party on the weekends. So
some cities have made it, legalized it as a day, like Salt Lake and places. Mostly out towards the west, they know more about Juneteenth than they know it out here.
Like
Texas, it's a big holiday in Texas. 2-day holiday in a couple of other states like that.
So you mean like they cancel school type holiday?
Yeah, big holiday like that.
it should be a national holiday everywhere.
Up here, they
Y'all
really
educate
don't
me
know.
right now. I ain't know about Juneteenth.
They don't know much about all these things up here.
Hey.
They really don't. They really out of touch when it comes to their own history up here about what things happen.
Yeah, this is why, see, so some things that we have in June 19th, our Juneteenth performances, is we'll have African performances in June 19th. But we seem to have forgotten that Africans were the ones who sold us into slavery in the first place. So, isn't that a little bit of a conflict of interest? And even if that's not a conflict, and this is just as we asking, even if it's not a conflict, because we so mad at the man.
No, man.
For bringing us over here and
they went and bought us.
They went and bought us, but we were sold.
Bought from somebody.
Yeah, we were bought from someone.
We gotta be mad at something. Who gonna be mad at? You know what I mean?
Everybody.
Everybody.
All parties involved.
We mad at the buyer and the seller.
Yes, why?
Right.
Of course. Would you not be upset at your parents if they sold you to someone?
I think. Depending on how much, though.
Depends on how much. You know what's crazy? Is my wife last night, no, maybe I think it was this morning, she asked me for $100,000, would I let her go with someone for a night? I said, absolutely. I said, one night, that's it, and we get $100,000?
Where y'all going?
I don't care. You know how far behind we are on bills? And you gonna talk about $100,000? I said, because when she first asked, I said $100,000 to sell you? No, I wouldn't sell you for $100,000. It's like you probably would make $100,000 for me between now and when I die in 5 years. That's true what Joe says.
True.
But she said for one night. I said one night.
Well,
Shine. I'll send you a lunch. I'll send you an overnight pack of clothes. Absolutely.
For real, matter of fact, stay 2 nights.
$100,000, right? $100,000. Take her for the weekend, long Juneteenth weekend, so you can get that extra day in.
With the wheel. Let me stop.
No, but seriously, it's So let me say the Irish, the St. Patrick Day parade, right?
Okay.
I asked this question in the truth before. If you saw kangaroos in the St. Patrick's Day parade, that would make you scratch your head, right? It would almost be like, why is this involved in this?
Yeah, true.
Because it ain't got nothing to do with St. Patrick's Day.
I wouldn't think.
Right. So the freedom of slavery. I don't want to. This is me asking a question. I'm not sure. I don't care either way.
Right.
I'm just saying. Why are we having traditional African dances and performances on Juneteenth when black culture has nothing to do with Africa?
Man, I think it's all part of that post-traumatic stress.
Okay.
That black post-traumatic stress, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just to keep the keep it going. I don't think it's a stress reliever. You see what I'm saying? Because if anything, I'm trying to forget. Me, I'm trying to forget. Because when I remember, I get mad. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
like
right.
if I watch Rosewood or like any movie, like
Color Purple.
Color Purple. Like I leave that TV mad at every white person around here. You know what I'm saying?
My wife can't watch those movies with me. We watched Color Purple one time, and there was a scene where I laughed and she giggled too. I said, "What you laughing at?"
Now we be
You better not be
like,
laughing
nah,
at.
I don't really want to put those images back in my,
Right,
mind. So.
right.
But yeah, I don't even like February, bro. Like I don't even like it, bro. It just make me mad. Like the shortest month you get, you know what I mean? To remember, like I don't like it, bro. It's just
February.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I was born in February, so that's one thing to like about it. So.
Man, I was man, boy, look at I'm one day before February. Black Poster Max.
So, Troop, what do you think about that? You went to the Juneteenth festival. So, what were your thoughts about the whole thing?
I thought it went off pretty good. It wasn't well attended. It could have been better attended by the people out there. But then again, I thought that, you know, there were some things I would have personally done different that they didn't do, but I wasn't involved in that. I went there and I sat at my little table for a little while, and I got up and I danced with the organizer, walked around and seen the entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had a lot of kids dancing, they were really good. I forget their names. I think they're from the Boys Club.
A step group?
Yeah, these kids were dancing. They did a hip-hop kind of a litany of a bunch of different melodies and danced to them and stuff. Mm-hmm. It was really good. So that was good. They had food, but I think it lacked with. It didn't have a message of solidarity for African Americans. It didn't have a message that was going to say something like, this is a culture that we have.
Right.
Let's find out more about what the culture of African American is. None of those things were present there on a holiday that celebrated the independence of African American, the freedom for African American. They did have a little freedom.
We ain't free.
They had a little freedom, boy.
Freedom. Hold on.
See, that's what I'm
This is
talking
a
about.
mockery.
We're not in traditional slavery.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Uh-oh,
There's
in the new
people like Jordan say, we ain't free,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and there's people like me that say, yeah, you know, we pretty free, we're all kinds of free, you know, and then they celebrate, like you say, a lot of African stuff like this. But Africans are still, right now as we speak, and they still swim in that ocean trying to get over here to get some of that freedom.
Yes.
Yo, hold on, time out. So what was
women.
What was the Africans actually celebrating? Like what was their purpose? I mean, we
Oh,
I don't know,
dancing,
if we were
dancing.
African Americans, we would be celebrating, oh, we're free. But if the Africans were, I mean, was they celebrating selling eyes?
I don't know. I've been to a couple of certain African festivals. I've never seen one rap group. I've never seen them have African American celebration or recognition. It's all African. That's all I know.
When I said freedom, that was your day. That's what the day represented and stuff. But when I'm talking about celebrating the culture and stuff, you're celebrating the whole culture of African American. African Americans, because they put a title right on yourself, so that makes you a culture. You know, as a culture, you would have cultural norms. You'll have rites of passage. You'll have habits and values that you consider endemic to you. That this is something that you do. You know, this is what African Americans hold true to their value system. We valued A, B, C, and D. Well, none of those things are brought forth in this. You know, it's just, you know, the things that. For me, most of the things that came out were the things that were going to highlight the entertainment world, and that encompasses everybody. You know, there was some things that I thought that even my role was just small, because I actually, you know, I didn't even know if I was going to be there, to tell you the truth. And the lady beside me, she was doing C.J. Walker. You know, we had a little table and stuff like that. You know, and that wasn't enough. I'm glad I didn't bring all my stuff with me to come down there, you know, to highlight the Buffalo Soldiers and stuff. I got a little display I have, and I'm glad I didn't put my uniform on and you know, come down there with my gun. I got and a sword. You know, all
Man,
those things like that.
I
So
actually took someone to the festival, but I didn't know it was that festival. I didn't know that's what was being celebrated.
So you just
That's
thought
what
it was
I'm
a
saying.
party, like, oh, a lot of
I
black
kept
people.
it pushing, man. Like I got things
Yeah.
to do, bro.
Right.
I mean,
yeah, it's celebrating the. I mean, you. Some of the stuff I think that could have been incorporated in there would be like food
yeah.
of the time and stuff like that. You know, and then a small little. It should have had more. For me, more culture, more history aligned to it. You know, I always say, oh yeah, blacks eat a lot of watermelon.
More education, yeah.
You know, because pumpkins cost a dime, watermelons cost 2 cents.
So you
They
got
got no
jokes. Yeah,
money.
so you got jokes. So you got jokes. So you got jokes. You try to throw out jokes right now.
No, that's but yeah, like I would like to know like things like that about our culture. Like the black people we invented stuff. We invented, like the light bulb.
The Kaizen.
Yeah.
It was not Eli Whitney. I'm sorry. I'm taking that to the grave. It was not Eli Whitney.
Okay.
We did that.
Right.
We invented many. We separated the bloods and stuff like that. That say that's basic staple for hospital saving life now.
You separated the
Black
bloods from the Crips. What you say?
Yeah, but the
Not the Bloods from the Crips now. We didn't celebrate the gang.
yeah,
Welcome back, Jordan.
Jordan,
I'm here, baby. I'm here, boy.
Jordan backs up
Shout out
the
to
blood
Chicago.
for the Crips. Oh, black did a lot of things, you know.
Yeah.
The black what's his name? He was compared as the Black Edison and stuff like that. Huge amount of innovative type of things that black do, and they still do it today. But you know, if you're not celebrating the culture so that people can actually walk away from it and feel good about themselves being part of this culture, and they want to not just expand on the culture, but expand on their own selves, then you're not towing the line.
Post-traumatic stress syndrome, as Jordan said.
Yeah.
It's almost like we so insecure about ourselves that we have to have other cultures come in
Yeah.
and impose their stuff on ours. But we have rich history.
Got a rich history.
Even if it goes back to just the beginning of slavery, it's still a rich history that we should be celebrating, not having people come up and doing certain tribal dances. And I don't have anything against certain tribes or certain dances. I'll be up in there with the just like everybody else. But
You want somebody twerking up and that?
no, I don't. Hey, listen, we invented hip hop, rock and roll, rhythm and blues. Why
yeah,
not?
all kinds of stuff like that when it comes to the musical.
Yep. We set black people set the trend for worldwide.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know, there's little kids in Japan. Yo, what's hip hop? You know, they're all
Always with that. What's his name there? First World War. I can't remember his name. Now his band. You know, his military band. They played all over Europe. They played all over Europe, but I can't think.
I haven't lost hope in my black folk.
You haven't lost hope.
I ain't lost hope.
So let me ask you, Jordan. You've come from was it Texas? You came from?
Nah, underneath the South, Florida.
Florida. Okay, that's right. My apologies.
Underneath the South,
And true,
the northern you go, then the southern you get.
Right, and true. You were once in Texas, and you've
Texas,
already
last
said
time.
you've already answered this. So let me see, Jordan. Are black people up north the same way they are in other parts of the country? Because let me just say this. There's one thing. You know what this one dude from the South told me?
What's up?
He said, "Say what you will about the South and the racism in the South, but." The dudes up north, black people up north, are allowing others to come and take their land and stuff from them and buy them out and kick them out of their land today. And he was talking about redlining and gentrification.
That is going on everywhere because of lack of education. That's going on everywhere. That's going on north, south. That's going on everywhere I've been in. Every state I've been in.
Really? You
Yes.
think it's going on in the South as much? Because South is pretty segregated.
Of course it's going on.
It's segregated as the South is. I don't know, but I mean, hey,
Of course,
you're wrong.
so see what's going on is you have the rich people expanding, right? So in order to expand and increase their property values, right?
Like Israel.
Right? They're buying up.
I don't like it.
They'll buy up everything. Let's say we'll just say hood for lack of better terms, right?
Yep.
They'll buy the land from up under the people for cheap.
Right.
Just buy it up on it from cheap, you know what I mean, and then pretty much kick them off the land. Now where we gonna go?
Right.
So As far as that's going on everywhere, right? As far as black people. What was the question? Are we the same? No,
Yeah, it went way left. My question was, so you know how you said you had hope, you still haven't given up on your black people.
I ain't giving up.
And it seems like sometimes in Worcester, at least to me, it seems like the state of black people is dim, to me. Now, is it the same down south? Because I know there's a lot of places where black people are prominent, like Georgia, like there's.
Atlanta. That's what I would say. That's why I've seen like black folks actually taking pride and actually living how we how we supposed to live. You know what I mean? It's pretty much like like Atlanta's like a black Wall Street. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody believes that blacks can't own and operate bus lines or freaking movie theaters or hospitals or schools or or whatnot. But actually, do your research, man. When black bet on black, boy, look at here, everybody doing good. And so, I just think because of the, even with this whole African thing, that's like a segregation thing in itself. Like the African festival, and then you have the American Africans.
Sometimes it's necessary.
How you want to?
Just saying. Listen, man. If I'm supposed to get mad at people for putting us into slavery, then I got to get mad at the people who sold it.
I mean, it's the same, bro. Like it's the same. Look at our freaking what we call our black representatives. If we have black representatives, they don't represent for us. Like they get their money, they go straight to the burbs. Like they don't really like get their money, stay in the hood, and they help out everybody in the hood.
As they should.
As they should. Like no, they get their money and they go give it back to who gave it to them, which is the white folks. You see what I'm saying?
Wait.
Look, all right.
Look at it. You're black. You could be you over the business, right?
Yeah.
You open a computer industry.
Alright.
So you're dealing with computers and technology and stuff like that.
Alright.
And you got all these black people over here, right?
Alright.
Saying, oh man, look at my brother over here. He got this great computer
Well, I'm
business.
doing
and stuff
good.
like
Let's
that.
rob 'em.
Yeah,
I'm doing real good.
Yeah, brothers up there knocking on the door. Hey, can I have a job? Yeah, you can have a job. What I'm gonna do?
And guess what? You put it. Guess
He said, what I'm going to do?
Yeah,
See, but
they
that's
can't. If you can't do the work, how the guy with the computer industry gonna give you a job? He can't.
man, time out. See that?
What you gonna do?
It's called education. If you can teach, I guarantee you, my brother can learn.
So why the guy who got the business running, he got to stop his business to go over here and teach these people how to come and get a job
It's
in
called
his business?
system.
I hire every white person.
It's called it's called a system.
Japanese, Asian, all the Asian people.
got a point. Truth got a point.
All the Hispanics.
But look, right. So Adrian Broner, right? He was on.
That's why Asians thriving. That's why.
Adrian Broner.
No, it's like if you walk down the street right now, like it's almost like a little Chinatown right there. You feel me?
Yes.
Like bam, China buy from China. You feel me?
You know why?
And that's why all of them
the education that the black people don't have, them Asians, they go to Harvard, they get that education.
No. Their education is right there at the dinner table. They're saying, hey, we still with this in the family.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have to go to Harvard to say, oh, we're betting on Asian. Or we
But
put
they go to Harvard.
You right in the sense.
The education right there at the dinner table.
But they got a culture, and food plays an important part in the culture.
And we ain't eating.
We ain't eating.
We got soul food. That's another thing.
We
They have
ain't
any
eating.
soul food there, Troop?
They got chicken.
That's all they have? That's it? They have no collard greens, no hog maws?
Mac and
We
cheese.
well up there.
What?
Turn up
know
like
nothing
this.
about no collard greens.
He said they
Yo,
had
I haven't
chicken.
had no soul food in so long, bro.
These people got. I did number one on what's so
As a matter of fact, where are the black people at around here, bro? Like I see
And soul
Africans,
food is downtown.
I see Africans, I see like black Dominicans, I see like, but I don't see like you and I, like
There's
regular
not,
black.
there's not a lot. There's
I'm
not a lot
like,
here.
so they answer your question right now, bro.
Yeah. But I mean, still, for soul food, if you're looking for soul food, you can
that
go
way
to,
they are.
if you're looking for soul food, you can go to Addie Lee's Soul Food.
Addie
Addie Lee's downtown. They got some good food.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
going
some
down
really
there.
good food.
But the people don't know about that. And boy, not for anything with Addie Lee's. I think it's a good place, but the location they can't park.
Right, you have to park in the parking lot right next door.
Yeah. You know, then the people on the parking lot gonna charge you more
Tom
than the
Ford.
dinner.
See, we got our representatives talking about Tom Ford. Like,
What's
Tom
Tom?
Ford. Who's Tom Ford?
Who's Tom Ford?
I don't know. Google him, I guarantee you.
I don't know Tom Ford. What are you
Now,
talking
why are you
about?
screaming about Tom Ford and nobody knows who he is?
Because one of our hip hop royalty, right? One of our kings of hip hop, right? The guys of hip hop, right?
Yep.
Okay, when he speak, everyone listens, right?
Okay.
This is Jehovah character, right? You know what I'm
KRS
saying?
One,
Huh? No, Jehovah. You know Jehovah.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, he got many names. The God has many names.
Okay.
Well, yeah. See, when he speaks, people listen. So, bam, when he speaks, he says things like Tom Ford.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, okay, I want to be like the God, so I want to, like, who is this Tom Ford? So I'm going to go run and go get some Tom Ford, and then now we just throwing all our money into this, which I ain't racist, not by far. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with giving the white man your money. You see what I'm saying? But I just want y'all to know that as long as every dollar that come out of your culture into another one, you pretty much taking food off your own table, I believe.
Well, we don't acknowledge our culture.
I know, because we hollering out Tom Ford.
You know the only place where we do acknowledge our culture
Where
is in the poorest of the poorest neighborhoods. That's when they say, like, you know, we in the hood, we do this, we dress like this, we talk like this. This is how we are. Leave us alone. If you don't like the hood, get out the hood. The hood is the only place where black culture really is fully embraced. The more you get out financially, the more you start to become more and more lighter, and move away from all of that stuff. Oh, it's preposterous for me to go back to the neighborhood.
For
Why would I
real.
go to the neighborhoods? They'll rob me for everything that I've worked hard for. Absolutely not. That's off the table.
And then when you go bankrupt for tax
And then you
evasion
gotta come
and back in the hood, now everybody beating up on your head because you
But
ain't
you know, in the defense of that, we're Americans.
Americans.
This country is founded on capitalism.
Right.
It espouses capitalism. It comes out of every one of your pores as capitalist.
It is capitalist
behavior.
society. Yep.
They still doing it now. I mean,
You're supposed to want to be advancing yourself if you're part of this country.
what happened to the team? What happened to the
There's
team
no
players?
team. There's no team in
There was
this.
the team players.
There's no
We playing
team.
tennis round
The
here.
only people that's really screaming about this team playing stuff is the people I see that want to get up off their little hiney pots or put that joint down and do anything.
Yeah, usually when someone says
Yeah.
team, that means I want someone to work for me.
For
Or I
me.
want to do the work
Do
for me.
this and give it to. That's
It's
what
out
I'm
of there,
saying.
Paul. That's what I'm
That's
talking
what
about.
I'm saying.
So
I'm sorry. You can call me names if you
All right,
want
you know
to,
what?
but that's what I see.
Well, you know what? So team means no.
No.
You team means selfishness.
Selfishness.
That's what I'm hollering out. No self-sacrifice, just selfishness.
And I think if you really want to open a business, you better learn some team leadership skills, because that's how you're going to make your business function. And when learning those team leadership skills, you're going to have to know what's in the heart and the mind of the lowest person in your team and the highest person in your team to make that thing work. We don't want to do that.
Keep it
We
posted.
want to sit back, smoke a bowl, and say, hey,
And then
how'd
be in
it go?
charge.
How'd it go?
And
How
then
much
wanna
did I
charge.
make?
And then be in charge.
Yeah, be in charge. I want to know how much did I make. I would have showed up, but that joint was this long. It wasn't my fault. See?
Hey, check it out. Check it out, man. I'm gonna just get a game away real quick, man. This is how I know our culture don't care about our culture, bro.
We don't.
All right, so
Absolutely
check
not.
it out. So these rappers, you know, I'm beefing with DCF and rappers all over the globe, right?
Rappers in DCF?
I'm beefing. If you a rapper or you part of DCF, we beefing. I don't
Okay,
care. You see
all
what I'm saying? So, man. So look, how come these rappers, like, they claim to me? I remember hearing Rick Ross Love mixtape, and he was checking his account, and I guess dude had like 90 million point something, right? And it's like, okay, like, you know, every time we spin a track on the radio, the artist gets paid a certain royalty, blah 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 blah.
I thought they would pay the radio station to have their stuff played.
I mean, yeah, they see the radio station. The radio station has a license, right?
Yep.
That pretty much is divvied up between BMI, ASCAP, CSAC, right? Blah blah blah.
Yep.
What all the artists are under, right?
Yep.
So that those publishing companies, can distribute royalties to the artists that you're hearing on the radio station, right?
Okay.
So bam, now who are listening to these artists. We are, right?
Yes.
So how come when we call a request for these songs, the artists get paid? What do we get? We don't get nothing.
You get to hear
We
the
just
song.
get to hear the song, right? Well, guess what? Guess what? See, while the artist sitting up there smoking that $20 blunt, listening to his song that we done pretty much got him paid off for, right? Right? Who paying him? I can't answer this right now. Who paying who? Then we gotta pay to go see them perform.
Yep.
Right? Right? See, and then we get, mind you, all this money that they getting coming from our pocket. It's like we're the taxpayers and they're like the government, right? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and all they do is say, hey, I'm taking your money and I'm flashing it in your face, right?
Okay.
When in reality, look, anybody who purchases a track or makes a request or anything that has to do with that song should be getting paid. They have to be. They should be getting paid.
You want to get paid then?
Off rip. Off rip. I need a piece of the pie or we're going to have problems.
So you want to get paid to sit back and smoke your $20 blends
There we go.
and listen to the music that you didn't make.
There we go. Now look, check it out. Look. Now look.
I'll take two of those.
Look.
All right.
I'm only saying this because of this. I'm only saying this because
Okay.
of
I'm
this.
trying to stick with you.
Stick with me. I'm gonna bring it down to
All right.
real quick. See, as an artist,
Yep.
I'm not stingy, I'm not greedy, right?
Right.
So if I put together, let's say you produce the track,
Yep.
I write.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say
I'll sing it.
Troop give his little input, right?
Sky.
The Sky she give her input too. So everybody get credit to the song, right?
Right, yep.
So once this song is played, like we can give credit to whoever we want to this song. You see what I'm saying? So if there's 45 million African Americans in this country, you can give 45 million African Americans rights to this song. Right? So
Okay.
every time this song play on the radio,
Okay.
this one song gotta be divvied up between 45 million African Americans. For up to 75 years after they death. You see what I'm saying? See, that's love right there. That's how you give back to your people right there. You see what I'm saying? Did that make sense? Did that make sense?
Huh?
That didn't make sense. I drop a song.
No, I
drop a song.
I
I
understand
say-
what you're saying.
I drop a song.
Right.
This song. Every African. I don't care if a white person changed their race on that paper and say, "Yo, I'm African American."
That song is exceeding 45 million people.
Check it out, though. Check it out. So check it out. If I don't know, $90 million. That's $90 million. This dude just had $90 million.
Okay.
Right. So.
I take your word for it.
Well, that's what they said. I don't believe in entertainment. I don't believe they got this money.
Diddy was just on the Forbes magazine
for number one.
For number one, he hasn't made a song in years, but I think his worth was 88 to 90 million dollars.
Okay, so check it
Rick
out.
Ross was not nowhere near on that list.
Now, with 45 million African Americans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he has, 80?
Yep.
Right? Let's just say he has 90, right? He has enough to give how many African Americans?
For all of them.
Okay then, so why? Okay,
$8.
Now, $1?
All of them $8.
Now, check it out. Now,
Why should he?
Now, listen,
Why-
man, you gotta
why
understand.
should he?
It's residual income, what we talk about right here, son. You do the work once and you get paid forever, right? So when these songs, it's almost like stock. It's almost like stock. If you buy this album, or you buy this whatever, you buy this project. It's like buying stock.
Okay.
If any one of these songs play on the radio, you just invested into this stock. You just bought this Jay-Z CD.
Yeah,
So
but-
when you hear this song on the radio, you're now getting paid. Do that make sense?
No,
That don't make sense.
that don't make sense because there's no risk for the 45 million people.
Risk?
Risk.
Ain't no risk.
Of course there's risk. He took risk to go out there and become the rapper. He took
The
risk
artist,
to learn
he
how.
put the work in to make the song. The 45 million
It's not
didn't hire
risk.
the song.
He had to, he ate cornbread for 2 months before the song sold. No one gave him any butter.
Whoa.
You know, so,
Check out what I'm saying. Yeah, you
so
understand. Okay, so look.
you gotta
I trust
invest.
the project.
You gotta
You got a
invest.
10-track project.
Yep.
You got a 10-track project, right? All
Yeah.
original, right?
Yes.
As the artist, you say who get rights. Right? Y'all, you say who get
The
rights.
artist says who is credited.
There we go.
Yes.
So bam, if you, let's say the album costs $1, you invest $1 on this album,
But if you invested,
you're buying rights to this, huh?
if you invested $1 in the production of that, then you buying right. If you bought the album, you buying pleasure for yourself.
No, you ain't hearing me, son. Look, you get the concept. You don't get the concept.
Can we talk about Bill Cosby?
Bill Cosby. Alright, what's going on with Bill Cosby? What the news say about Bill? What old Bill did this time?
That conversation would be a lot longer, and I don't know if you get anywhere within the next 30 minutes.
My bad.
No.
It's
It's
music
okay.
business. It's
Just
like
trying to
stocks
ask.
and bonds.
I don't know the music business.
It's like
It's
stocks
not
and
with
bonds.
that.
You know about
Right.
stocks and bonds?
A little bit. Yeah.
A whole bunch.
It's just like
You do?
I know all about business and
stocks
all
and
those
bonds.
things like
Well,
that.
why you playing? Why you trying to
I ain't
think?
playing, I'm just telling you the actual fact. If you're going into business, you taking a risk. You putting together the team that you want to help you make the most that you can make out of your business. Now your business might not be just to make money. You might be going into this business just for satisfaction on yourself to see if you can do it.
Still a
Who
risk.
knows what your motivation is? But the risk is still a risk.
Yes.
There's a risk of failure that you have to take on. There's a risk and making changes to your original plan
At your
that
studio.
you have to take on. You want to give money to
This
people
is
who ain't done anything.
100%. This is 100% risk free. Right?
So wait, so your studio that you have that you're paying for
Yes.
is risk free.
100% risk free.
Well, who's paying for it?
What you mean who paying for it?
That's the question. Who's paying for it?
I mean, I don't want to give out my sources. I'm
Okay.
paying for it.
Okay, you're
so-
taking the risk.
Right.
I mean,
Because if that
But
doesn't
I-
make any money back, you're
But how
in the
come you ain't
hole.
giving me any money?
what you mean?
Yeah, where's my dollar?
What do you
Yo.
mean now?
Where's my dollar? Where's my dollar? He said, "Oh, my God." Can we talk about Bill Cosby?
What's up with Bill Cosby, man? What's up with Bill Cosby? We gonna discuss this next week, man. I'm gonna get my business plan down, bring this back.
Okay, okay, good. So you're gonna be back next week. That's good news. We'll figure out the ins and outs of
We'll figure.
the business
we'll
and how
figure it
every
out.
person in America, 45 million,
We
can
gotta
make
feed
a dollar off
if
of it.
Jesus could feed 5,000 with a loaf of bread, I think I could feed 45 million with 1 hour. What's up?
Well, that's good.
What's up?
It's good that you have a desire to do that because this isn't the first time I've heard you talk about wanting to feed everybody too. So that's good.
I know you got a lot of altruism in you. You want to do all the help everything, except that you want to do it at the expense of your own pleasures and your own safety.
You know what? Yeah.
That's
I'm
admirable.
gonna sacrifice myself.
Yes,
Make
exactly.
it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying if you care enough for the living. Make a better place for you and for me. I don't know what is. Can we talk about Bill Cosby?
Go
What's
ahead.
going on with Bill Cosby?
Okay, it was a mistrial. He did not get found guilty for the rape of Andrea Constan, the charges that were brought before him. So they're going to probably try him again, but I don't think he's ever going to be convicted of it. But Bill Cosby basically got off. So now that Bill Cosby got off, I made a statement. I said Bill Cosby should have gotten off because he should have gotten should have gotten a more credible accuser. And then I got accused of being victim blaming. Do you think that's victim blaming?
Wow. These females hollering out rape and all this. Man, they done drug my man through the mud. She probably wrote a book like damn Monica Lewinsky done did. You know what I'm saying? They just hungry. I don't know, bro. I don't like it, bro. I don't think Bill Cosby need to rape anything, bro. He can just pay for something. You feel me? Like, why you need to rape something? You feel me?
All right, so let's talk about the Quaaludes thing, right? Troop,
Quaaludes?
yeah, the Quaaludes, because he said he said, oh, I did. I used to get Quaaludes and I used to give them to girls, you know, to relax them. That's no different than if I'm with a girl and before we get it on, I have ecstasy.
True.
And I take ecstasy and give it to her.
True.
I don't know why people are saying just because Bill Cosby admitted to having Quaaludes meant that he's automatically guilty of rape. No, you know, there are some people, there's couples in California, in Hollywood, that do cocaine together. And the guy provides the cocaine. It doesn't mean that it's rape.
You want to be high for this? All right, my bad. That's
So, a couple of the women's, their accusations also the prosecutor said, we're not going to prosecute because they are unfounded. Like, what you're telling us, we can't prove.
Yeah.
Or what you're telling us doesn't make any sense when these alleged rapes take place. Another reason is because some of them happened 50-something years ago.
Is there a statute of limitation on rape? I mean,
No.
There's no statute of limitations on rape.
And it depends on the states, I think, right?
No, there's no
Certain states.
statute of limitation on
Really?
rape. That's federal.
No, yeah, there is. Yeah,
So
there is.
somebody
That's why the prosecutors didn't want to try a lot of the cases because it was outside of the realm of statute of limitations. This one woman that he's went to court for, that was in 2005 when she went to the police. So that's why they still went ahead with this one. But yeah, there is a statute of limitation.
I don't think there's a statute.
I know it ain't no statute of limitations on murder, but I don't know about rape.
Yeah, there
Rape
is.
Too ethical kind of.
It is.
Crime.
It shouldn't be, but it is. If you,
They just trying to drag that man down through the mud. I don't know who he done made mad.
so I don't know. I still don't know.
Y'all started after you went after that big business contract.
NBC, yep.
Yeah,
yeah,
what was
some
it?
man, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
NBC.
NBC, yeah.
He made
wanted
no
to
man,
buy-
and then all of a
He wanted
sudden,
to buy NBC.
Right. So there's a couple.
they got too much money to play with. They play fire games.
Right.
You feel me?
And if I'm being accused of victim blaming, then I think that it's appropriate to victim blame sometimes. Then, if that's what I'm guilty of. For example, the woman Andrea Constant, who just had the mistrial with Bill Cosby because he allegedly drugged her and then had sex with her. She, after the alleged rape took place, took a year to call the police, which is fine because when something like that happens, you're not just. Some people are just not.
Yeah,
They have to
bad,
process
you
it.
feel bad.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I
it
got
takes a year. But she contacted him over 56 times
Between
since after the alleged rape till when it happened. I understand a woman not wanting to tell anybody, but I don't understand a woman contacting the rapist 50-something times after if something like that really happened. Imagine me giving you a drug that would render you unable to move or anything. And then you just know something's going down with me and you. And then you come to, and then you like, I don't want to tell anybody what happened. And Will's too powerful. I can't do anything to Will. He on the voiceless.
Man.
And then I don't want to use his voice against me. So then you wait a year. But then why would you be calling me 50-something times after that?
Man, something ain't right.
Something's not right. It's not. And that's why I think there was a mistrial.
Well, I think the mistrial goes a little bit deeper than that because they were having consensual sex that I think it was a Tuesday. She said no. Could be. And he,
Oh,
they
okay.
ended up
Somebody
putting
get
it all
paid,
up.
man.
It's just all nonsense. Who cares?
Billy made somebody mad with
Yeah.
that corporation. The
Yeah.
corporation said, "Get him, girl."
Girl,
You know what I mean? And the girl picked up the phone. Of course, you know you ain't me. And then you know what I mean. And then now the way how they say the process has to take place. You know what I mean?
They put all these generalizations on black men and stuff like that because they think all black men just run around trying to rape somebody.
We don't. Yo, I don't.
Just like with now his name, the fighter.
Mike Tyson?
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
Yep.
I don't care. You got to be the dumbest woman on the world to go to some guy's house at 2 o'clock in the morning and he answers the door in his underwear. That's wrong.
Now that's victim blaming. Now that's victim blaming.
That's wrong. Unless you got Bertha, you big 300-pound sumo
That's
wrestler.
true. Okay. It's true, but you know what the problem with that is that if my wife, and I've been married some 9-something years and we've been together 18-something years, if my wife tells me no and I still go ahead, that's still rape. That's still rape.
I
So
learned
even
that
if she did show up to Mike Tyson's thing at 3 a.m. and then maybe got cold feet because she saw how crazy Mike was.
One thing I did,
Yeah.
one thing I was taught, man, just being just playing football in college and everything, man. They did teach. Some people don't play by the rules though. But you gotta understand, when these females think that you a high prospect or whatever the case may be, or they think they can get something from you, you can't put yourself in, especially when you're important, like when your status is not just some regular guy status, you feel me? You can't put yourself in positions to where a female could be like, oh, it's my word versus yours.
Right.
Like, nah, man, you come up in here, we got cameras up in here, we got another somebody with some credibility up in here. If you know what I mean, dealing with me, you're not just gonna get me like that, me and my millions. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it like that.
So
I agree 100%, you know, because that goes back to the old black culture. That's home training. That's all. That's what you call. You were taught how to act within social environments and different situations in the house. This was home training. This outside all this social stuff. All your home training said, don't go there without Bertha.
Even
Yeah.
in business meetings, if you're just
Yeah.
having a regular business meeting with the opposite sex, like you don't have a business meeting with the opposite sex and without another person present.
Oh, yeah.
That just don't even look right. That don't even.
I remember for myself, when one of my privates or one of them people came in my office just to come see the side, leave the door open.
Right, right.
Leave the door. First place I'm going is behind my desk.
Well, there's a couple
I
things.
got the door open.
A pastor, whenever a woman would get on the elevator, when he's on the elevator, he would immediately get off.
Oh, I
Let
know
someone-
that's scary.
Yeah, so it's in each situation where it'd be you're going to get someone else, he don't even get to stay on the elevator. And artists such as Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, a lot of famous men in Hollywood, even what's that dude?
You
that
got, I mean, if you got all that money,
Yeah,
I
but-
would pay for groupie control. I'm paying for groupie control, bro.
But he has they literally have contracts. They said if you want to go into his house and be around where he is, you must sign
this contract. All real.
Yep. So if you don't sign the contract, that's how a lot of men and that's how a lot of people protect themselves
Groupie
now.
control.
And
bro.
it's a shame that you have to do that, I guess, if you're in that situation.
Everybody after something.
That-
They see
they
me.
after the money.
That's a shame. That's a
I don't think
shame.
Bill
But that's
got
not
that.
victim blaming. There are people out there that's just that
Right.
they opportunists, you know,
Yep.
they see that opportunity and they're going to go for it.
Well,
Yeah.
So-
I don't think it's a good thing myself.
So Bill Cosby was he was granted a mistrial. The jury could not agree on to convict or not to convict. So he's claiming that, or his lawyer is claiming that he has his power back, that he's about to get back on TV and get back on everything. But they're still going to.
I don't think Bill Cosby got 2 years left to live.
whoa.
He looked a little bit healthy when he was. Well, I know when he first showed up to court, he had everybody carrying him to make himself look bad. But that day when he walked out of that courthouse, he was like, he was happy. He was doing this thing when he walked out of that courthouse.
Hey,
He
yo,
knew he wasn't guilty.
Speaking about the courtroom, like side note, kind of on the same subject,
Uh-huh.
but not. Do y'all know that the state of Massachusetts is charging people for public defenders for free counsel? Like they charge you $150 for counsel that is supposed to be free.
Oh,
like that's illegal, bro.
Now, when you go to court and they give you a public defender and the case is over, isn't that included in the court fees?
If you do not pay that fee, bro, that's gonna be a charge on you, bro. Like not a charge like, oh, you're in debt. Like you're going to jail for not.
Right.
First of all, you're indigent. You can't pay. That's why you can't hire a lawyer. If I hire a lawyer, then I'll pay $150 to my hired lawyer. But I'm telling the judge, Your Honor, I qualify for indigency. Why are you charging me $150 for court-appointed counsel, which is supposed to be free? In every other state I've been in, I'm not the problem child, man, but in every other state I've been in, this is free. It's
Okay.
like, why are you taxing me, Massachusetts? You see what I'm saying? And I believe that they don't allow us to bring our cell phones into court because they don't want us to record the illegalities that they doing. Is illegality a word?
I know you can't bring your cell phone in.
You can't, because if you can,
You know why they stopped people from bringing cell phones in? Really, real talk is
just ringing,
because like let's say a dude in another gang is going to court and you know he about to be there and you just going to court because you're not sure what his day is, so you just been going to court waiting for him to show up because you know if he in the courthouse you ain't got nothing on him.
Okay.
So then what you do, you call he's here. We're gonna be right at that front door when he come out. Something's going down. So a lot of people witness intimidation. A lot of people were doing things like that with the use of cell phones. So that's why they cut it out.
Whoa.
I'm moving to Africa.
No. This is, it's too much, like within this system, man, this is on the Bill Cosby thing too, because I know when you're dealing with a whole bunch of money, you know what I mean? You're dealing with a whole bunch of money. These officials, they're only being paid by our tax money, supposedly, right? Right? So when you're dealing with a lot of money, right? And you can pay the judge, you can pay the district attorney, you can pay the lawyer, you can pay this witness, you can pay this trumped up, this other falsified witness, or you can pay everybody.
Yep.
Like it's just a big game. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not really what's meant to be for the protection or for the good or betterment or whatever you want to call it for the community. It's corrupt, bro.
All right.
So what he's saying is, if you're going to do the crime,
Do it right.
Exactly. Do it big.
Do a bit. CNN status. CNN status, bro. Because guess what? As soon as yo, how you gonna sit up here and judge me about me breaking the law when you're breaking the law by telling me to pay for public counsel?
Okay. That's wrong. But listen, but since you are our like official legal correspondent, because you know it ins and outs of the court. Let me ask you a question. This is completely off the subject, but let me ask you a question. If I text you, right, and I'm texting you, and you respect me, and I'm texting you, and I'm like, listen, man, you need to go get that gun and put it to your head and pull the trigger. And I'm texting you, and you're like, I'm scared, I'm scared, Truth, I'm scared. I'm like, you better do it. Don't be scared. You're gonna be in heaven. You should do it, and you end up doing it. Should I be charged with manslaughter?
No.
I shouldn't.
No.
Should I be charged with anything?
Because when you're dealing with text messages and all this, you don't know. You don't know the context. You don't really know the. I mean, I don't want to say context, but the whole. Because you could be joking, but I can't feel your attitude.
No. But there's. Oh, you can. So if I'm if I'm in an argument, if we're having so the conversations have been going on for months. About killing yourself, and you telling me how you sad you are, and I'm like, listen, I know you're sad, and I know you tried all these things, but if you just kill yourself, it'll be okay, and I'm sure your family will be all right. There's no way you can interpret it as joking. It is really what they want.
I still don't believe you should be charged for that. You know what I mean? I still don't believe you should be charged for that. I don't. You know what I mean?
A part of me does not as well. True, but
well, you know how I feel. That's murder number one, as far as I'm concerned. That's the evilest person on the planet at the moment. You know.
A girl convinced her boyfriend to commit suicide by putting a thing in his truck, a hose, and dying of carbon monoxide. A little engine, right?
Yeah.
Put it in his trunk, put it in the back seat of his car. The carbon monoxide filled his car. Here's the thing, right? He did it. He was doing it, right? And he was dying. He got out of the car. And Texter told him that he was too scared he couldn't do it. She texted him, get back in the car. And he got back in the car, and he ended up dying due to carbon monoxide poisoning. Yes.
I mean, I still don't believe she should be charged. I don't. The only reason. Look. Because the only reason is like. I know the system. The system just wants a body, bro. Like the system just wants somebody to blame, bro.
You see
what I'm saying? That's it. Like they just want some. What they say? Innocent until proven guilty. Wrong. You're guilty until proven innocent. That's why they hold you if you can't make bail and for trial. You see what I'm saying? You're guilty until proven innocent. Like it's all a flip. It's all a lie, bro. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes. They just want a body, man. They just want like if somebody breaks into if two people breaks into your home and you kill both of them, the system wants you. You see what I'm saying? Now legally, what you're supposed to do is kill one of them and disarm the other one, so that the system gets that body and not yours.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you protect your family, right, and you kill both of those invaders, intruders, the system gonna want you, bro. Because there's no self-defense, or what was you doing with this? Like it's gonna be something to where they have your body within that cell, bro.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I don't really believe that. I don't think they should. No.
That girl, she thought this out for her own entertainment. Like call things the truth what it is. She was having a good time badgering this boy to death. And that's what she did. She's the most evilest person walking the face of this earth.
Yeah, I think
she's a nice person.
I think she wanted to do it so she could be like, after he died, oh, my boyfriend, I loved him so much. I can't believe he took his life. I'm like, oh, honey, we're so sad for your loss. You're like a widow. I just wished he got help. I tried to help him get. You know, the last thing she texted him was, did you delete the messages? Because she knew if those messages were still on his phone and police read them, that she would be in all kinds of trouble, and she's in all kinds of trouble now.
You know, we painted the face of the devil as to be some kind of man. It ain't always true.
Y'all both hate women, boy. Y'all both got something against women.
Yo, I agree with you on that one. So give me that right, boy. Dap that up, boy. Look at you.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay, so was she an older woman?
She was 20. She was 19. She was 18,
17,
and he was 17.
Yeah.
She was 18, and
he was 17. Yep. So
she talked him into killing himself, and they're going on this old thing with Kevorkian. He was the
how
suicide.
How can you talk somebody into killing your like? It has to be something there, man. Like,
Oh, well, he already had mental issues, and she knew he had mental problems.
Yeah.
And she knew that he had thought about committing suicide in the past. But still, she encouraged it, and she pushed it, and she influenced it to a point where even when he said, I don't want to do it, she was like, I'm tired of you. Don't talk to me if you're not going to do it. Are you really going to do it? If not, then don't.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And
so what do you believe should happen to her?
It's tough. I don't necessarily know she should be found guilty because he still made the ultimate decision. There wasn't a murder that took place. He wasn't manslaughtered. He took his own life. Whether she convinced him or not, he's the one that made the ultimate decision, even though it didn't seem like it. The ultimate decision and the action was on him. If she would have put the thing in the truck for him, if she would have locked the doors when he was trying to get out, if it was anything like that, I'd be completely different. But at the same time, if a woman pays for an assassin to kill somebody,
See, that's different.
but it's still, the woman still didn't do anything. She just paid. She just wanted it to happen, allowed for that, but she still did no action.
But you're trying to make it. You're trying to make it too legal, right?
Mhm.
This woman controlled that boy's heart.
Yep.
That's what she controlled. And by controlling that boy's heart, she was able to take the rest of him, put it in that boy's truck, turn the truck on, and kill himself because she could do that. She had that much power over him. She was nothing but a vicious, evil predator. And she got she ain't got enough what she deserved, as far as I'm concerned, because I think the ramifications of her acts could be carried on by somebody else by saying, oh, I'd like to try that. I got this stupid boy over here who really loves me. Let me talk him into killing himself. So, you know, she's too evil. Stone her.
True. I don't know, man. I think she should. I don't think she should be. I don't think she's 100% innocent.
You say stone her?
Stone her.
Yeah, that's the punishment that should be for everybody.
I believe if we had public executions in America, right? And I'm talking about like there is a channel on TV that you can log in. This is what happens to you.
Yeah.
When you do X, Y, and Z, the crime rate will freaking decrease overnight.
No, well.
Why?
No.
Why? I believe so.
We got enough stupid people out there who take money to do a crime to get on TV.
You say to do it?
Yeah, we got real dumb people out there. You tell somebody, I'll give you $100,000, and then in 6 months from there, we're going to try you and kill you on TV. They say, all right, I'll take that.
Business-wise, the ratings will be through the roof, bro. At least there'll be a lot of money made. You know what I'm saying? So,
Jordan, you said some of the craziest stuff that I've heard in a long time. Here, give 45 million people $1 for a hit song. If I make a hit song, I need to give 45 million people.
Bro, if it play 20 times a day, bro, you get $20, bro. Why you say no to this, bro? Like you know what I'm saying?
They didn't make the song. They didn't help make the.
But I gave you credit.
Were they at least in the background like?
Yo, I give you credit. Like
what were they do?
Mike, they saying no to free money, dog. What's going on?
If you heard the explanation, it was really confusing.
Yeah,
I can tell I need context.
Yeah, Judge St. Mike is in the house.
Yeah.
I really wish you would have came a little bit earlier because we were talking about Juneteenth and African participation in Juneteenth, which I got a little bit of I think might be a little bit of an issue with. Yeah, but it's not enough time to get into that.
We beefing with the Africans.
Yeah, they sold us. I'm beefing. They sold us. Look, man, hey, you sell me.
All of them sold us?
Jordan is now beefing with the Africans. I just want everybody to know that.
I'm going to shout out to my lovely bride, Laura, and to my two scientists, Mason and Max, for having good fun with their microscope. And I'm shouting out to our special ops. I give them a big hoo up.
This is crazy. He said all of them, like all white people are racist. Oh, so there's another problem then, because all of them are not. Unbelievable. This is lucky we running out of time. Look, Jordan, you got any shout outs you want to give to the 45 million people?
That's the DCF beef with all rappers, you know what I mean? They claim to be millionaires. And shout out to everybody that deal with me, you know what I'm saying? They got love for me. I'm out.
You got love, but they ain't got no
DCF
bread.
and any rapper. DCF and any rapper. Watch out.
Any millionaire rapper I'm beefing with saying DCF, it's a rap. I'm coming.
All right, this is your boy Truth Ed. I think 15 seconds left, and we're counting down.
We count down till we finish.
Yeah, this has been Voice the Voiceless, WCUW 91.3 FM, every Tuesday from 12 to 1 p.m.
You guys are crazy.
I'm starting naming names again.
You're listening to
Martin, Gary,
WCUW
and Murphy.
91.3 FM, Worcester. I'll see you at Falcon Ridge.
Let's go to democracy now.
What up, mate?
Man.